why I want to highlight the fact that in Baltimore, violent crimes are at an all-time low. Homicides have been cut by 40%. So I want to ask you on how to fix it. How'd you do it? How's it being done in Baltimore by the police chief and the mayor there?
Well, it is something that we have made our highest priority. I came on board when I said, if you look at 2022, the year before I became the governor, Baltimore was averaging about a homicide a day. If you look at the 8 years before I became the governor under my predecessor, the homicide rate nearly doubled during his time. The non-fatal shooting rate did double. So there was a crisis. But we said we are going to address the crisis with the seriousness that it was required. We allocated over $50 million to the Baltimore City Police Department alone, just making sure we can get more boots on the ground and making sure that people were trained. The second thing we did was we made historic investments in technology and predictive analytics and actually information sharing. And so basically saying you could stop crime before it happened. And if someone committed a violent crime, particularly with a firearm, I want them in handcuffs in 24 hours. And also we made historic investments in community groups, community violence intervention groups. And we're working with the mayor, working with the state's attorney, making Maryland one of the only states in the country that now helps to fund the U.S. attorney out of balance sheet. So we took a completely all of the above approach when it came to using data and data-backed and evidence-based measures to be able to address the issues of public safety. And you're absolutely right. Since I've been the governor, we are now seeing how the homicide rate in the state of Maryland is down over 20% since I have been the governor. And you want to talk about not just short-term changes or short-term, alterations. I can give you some numbers that are year-on-year numbers, not week-on-week, year-on-year, where the homicide rate in the state of Maryland is down 24%, Baltimore City down 30%, that auto thefts are down statewide 24% and Baltimore City down 33%, that juvenile homicides in the state of Maryland are down 38%, that we are watching historic drops in these numbers and they are sustainable. And it's because we have taken an all of the above approach and started working with all of our partners and taking this seriously and not doing theatrics like we're hearing from the White House right now.